search and guess it's on RLF.
You're beautiful. Solid professionals. That might be
That's what I am.
one of the most hateable songs of all times.
What?
Solid professionals.
What song?
The James Blunt, You're Beautiful. You're beautiful.
It's terrible.
Oh, okay.
You're
It's-
beautiful.
It's awful.
Yeah, we all hate that song.
Right? It's up there.
All of us equally have a disdain for that song.
What are you talking about?
There's
So,
no way. There's no way you like that song.
man, okay.
No, you do not like
No
it.
fucking
I
way.
don't-
Do you
I
like?
hate it.
What do you like about it, Matt?
Nothing.
Okay.
Go quarantine yourself again.
Tonight, after Matt leaves, you're just gonna see like him driving silently.
Nicole's gonna hear it out the window.
Beautiful. Yeah, outside of
That's
Nikolai's
gonna be
window.
blaring it.
No, I will say that hearing it so much has made me hate it.
I
But
hated
when it first came
I
out,
hate it.
I was like, all right.
No, right off the bat, I hated it.
Oof.
I hate repetition more than I hate it. I hated the repetition more than I hated that song initially.
Right. Well,
Okay.
they say that word 1,000 times in that song. So
What were you? Beautiful.
I saw your face.
Crowded place. Yeah.
It's just about a guy
So gross.
who just falls in love with a pretty lady on a train.
hey, I
You know nothing about her. What if she's racist?
Whoa.
And has
True.
gout?
She could be
Well, he'll
very,
find
very
out.
racist.
I mean, she could be.
I mean, those are two big things to deal with.
Yeah.
Gout's temporary, but the racism's going to be hard to deal with.
Well, she was wearing
but-
an armband when he saw her. He didn't mention it in the song. He should have. And the armband.
But it doesn't
on your
matter if
arm.
she's a racist because he'll never be with her.
Oh, what? Did she get
wait,
off
are you-
on one of the stops or something? I don't know the song.
Yeah, he forgot he was getting off at a different stop, and he was like, "I got a schedule I got to keep."
Yeah,
so,
he's going home from
so
work.
I can't get off at your stop.
Yeah, he's
I got
completely
shit
fallen in
to
fucking
do,
love, but he can't
you
disrupt his
Yeah.
day.
It's too late. The doors have already closed.
Oh.
He's seen her from on the platform, maybe,
Yeah, he saw her face in a crowded place.
Yeah.
you know.
Yes, and he didn't know what
and
to
he'll
do.
never be with her.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean,
that's, you know,
get over it, dude.
Yeah. That's. I mean, some would call it beautifully poetic, but it's not me.
That was my song, or one of my songs with my high school sweetheart. I should have known we were fucking doomed.
I should have known. You
I
never
like-
know in the moment. That's the point.
In that, I don't know. With
You
that
never know
song,
in the
you gotta
moment.
know.
Yeah.
Have you
I should
ever
have known.
honestly
Considering the other
been-
song was Photograph. Two of the most fucking awful songs
Yeah.
in the history of pop music.
Yeah.
Especially from the early aughts.
I'd have been like, dude, she gotta go. I'm sorry, she gotta go.
You're better than this, man.
Come on, man, I know you. Photograph. Beautiful. What are you doing?
At that point in time, my favorite bands were AC/DC, The Offspring, and Blink-182. And my songs,
Yeah.
I had just been recently introduced to the Bouncing Souls. And the songs that I shared with my girlfriend at the time was Nickelback's Photograph. You're beautiful.
Oh.
It's so ridiculous. I've never thought about it in those terms.
So
I mean-
scientists invent a method of teleporting you back in time
Okay.
for enough time to deliver 5 words
Oh,
to your 12-year-old self.
my 12-year-old self. Oh,
You have enough time to say one sentence, 5 words to your
Sure.
12-year-old self.
It's so easy.
What?
It's only 5 words, so it's
Dick size don't matter,
by
kid.
all.
Oh God! No. I thought you were gonna use it like to
No.
fix mistakes.
Nope.
Or something.
Fuck yeah! I'm gonna fix one mistake. I'm gonna be 12 years old, so it's the year 2000. I'm gonna say these 5 words: by all the Hulk 181s. All.
I'm gonna fix one mistake. How much is the Hulk 181?
A Hulk 181 in in 2000 was like $100. This is $25,000 comic book. If it's perfect, but still. You had dickheads charging like $200 for it then.
Jeez.
Oh man, okay.
If I had just spent all of my like extra cash back then on that one book, get like 75 copies. I'm buying this house.
Not like invest in Amazon
I wouldn't have money to buy.
at that time.
But that's 12.
You're talking about spending hundreds of dollars on comic books at that
I
time.
could get together hundreds. I wasn't going to get together a stock portfolio.
That's
No,
easy.
with
It'd
that
be hard
attitude.
just because he was a child, but you could buy stocks.
Yeah, also, yeah, absolutely. I'm also thinking about in the terms of I'm going to appeal to like, but 12-year-old Nikolai would not have understood what Hulk 181 meant.
All right,
Hulk
Mom. So my
181.
future self told me to invest in a bookstore.
I know that it's future me. No, what 12-year-old Nikolai would think would this wild person with terrible hair who hasn't shaved. It was super familiar with our backyard.
Oh, I remember.
How old were we at
Screamed
12?
he
How old were we at 12?
12.
Hell.
No, what year? Fuck.
Welcome back, buddy.
No,
Welcome back.
no. It's the year 2000 is what
Yes.
year is it when we are 12?
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew what
shit.
you meant, but I had to say it.
Woo! It's good to be back, everybody.
It's just 2000, right?
So
2000,
it's the year
2001.
2000.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out, you're out from 9/11.
Oh. They wouldn't have listened to me.
They wouldn't have listened to me.
Shut up, little boy.
I love the.
My grandma did slip down those stairs, though. No, I'm just. She had already died of cancer.
Welcome to RLF.
Welcome to RLF.
RLF.
Sorry, I had to do it.
The last joke hurts because it's true. Oh god.
Do either of you guys have an answer to that question? What would you go back in time and tell your 12-year-old selves?
Yeah, I said, dick size don't matter, kid.
So you're just giving yourself a pep talk?
You have
Yeah.
no idea how many hours of therapy he has had to go through.
Fair.
Trick himself into believing that.
I honestly don't know what other...
Because you want to be able to say, like, oh, invest in Google. But that would have been literal gibberish in 2000.
Well, no, you could.
No, Google did not exist in the in our
Well, then
worlds
you just
for
tell
another-
your
for
stupid
another
little
5
self,
years.
"Hey, bro, listen up from the future. You got 5
You
words.
only got 5 words.
Well, he'll remember. They'll be in therapy. They'll remember the 5 words.
That's true. He said these 5 words to me.
Yeah.
These precious 5 words. But he also said a whole bunch of words before that to explain he was about to say.
Here are the rules.
5 words.
Here's
He
what's gonna...
explained all of these rules for the 5 words before he said. Gotta feel like he should have just kept explaining things
In total, I think this
the whole
man...
fucking time.
In total, this man said about 75 to 80 words to me. And I don't know why he limited the lesson to 5.
I don't understand why he decided the most important part he would make a riddle.
I've only got 5 words. No.
Fucking throat hurts from laughing.
You could both fuck with him and waste the opportunity. Just go back in time and be like, one day you'll time travel. And then go.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
All right. I'm just gonna. Then I'll do. There's something I need to, and then those are my words, and they disappear.
There's something
Boom.
I need to.
Yeah.
There's so much suspense.
Oh,
Never know, bro.
I got robots take over. Terminator's real. And then
Oh my god. 12-year-old Seich.
I would
So it's the year
Oh my
2002, and you were in the dirty.
You'd be
I
taking
don't know what you would have
down
done with that.
cell towers.
yeah, this is long before drugs.
You weirdo.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I would be. I don't know what I would think.
I feel like life was kind of shitting on you a little bit back then, so you'd have just been like, all right, fuck it.
Am I all right, bro, all right, I got I got this to look forward to.
take it.
Is there any way to press the gas pedal on this bitch? My goodness.
Gracious.
That was a strong open. We should just stop.
Yeah,
haven't laughed like that in a while.
yeah. If I
Coons
need
ain't
a
so-
gun,
I have pooped the shorts
You've pooped your pants?
to Betsy.
oh man,
roses.
it's terrible. It's bad.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
Is that a racist term? A coon's age?
To Betsy?
Should we have Bill take that out?
I think
A Ben's age?
I don't know.
I feel like it is.
No,
I
it
don't
can't
know.
be.
I feel like it is.
No, it can't be. They used it in Wild Wild West.
What is? What word?
Oh, that doesn't. That was a movie from the 90s.
They used it racistly in Wallow.
Yeah, but
They used a couple other words
they-
in that movie too.
yeah, they used it racistly, but they didn't. But it wasn't racist. It just, you know,
I don't know. I'm just curious.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going off that.
A decade? Is that the term?
No.
No.
Decades racist.
I said
Oh, okay.
I just keep saying it over
Different
and over
from a
again.
decade.
I thought.
Well, I didn't hear you.
I thought you
so-
said it.
I looked up the etymology of the phrase.
Okay.
It was bad.
And
Oh, it's
it's
fake.
an Americanism recorded in 1843 and probably related to the Old English expression in a crow's age, meaning the same. Coon was a colloquialism for the North American raccoon.
Rack?
Okay.
Raccoon.
Oh, good.
Oh.
So,
I'm not. I don't have a racist connotation to it
no.
when I
don't
say
know.
it. I
Boom.
just,
Well, it said Americanized.
it's just,
You just
like
were
an
curious.
It's like an old timey thing to say,
Yeah.
and I do say many old timey things.
Yeah. But you're also a racist.
I have.
Old-timey racist Nikolai.
Oh, racist.
I just can't with these Dutch.
I mark time in animals.
And the Dutch.
I don't know why it is so funny to be racist to countries you don't normally hear. Like that joke
like
will
those,
always make me laugh.
those damn beautiful Swedes. Ugh.
Yeah, you're like just something completely obscure. Like,
Get out of here with your chocolate and perfect chin lines.
you filthy Romanians. who dislikes Romanians?
Oh no, well,
Ooh, we got
I'm
some
sure
new,
there's a bunch of places.
That dislike Romanians. Well, anybody who hates vampires.
Weren't the the origin of the gypsies from Romania?
I don't know. I don't know anything about gypsies.
And the guy's like,
Matt,
I
you
don't-
should write
I don't
that
know my
entire story based
gypsy
on
history.
only knowledge that you have in your mind right now.
Yeah, I know that Tyson Fury is the Gypsy
Ooh.
King.
Is that the guy who makes Tyson chicken?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
Okay. Okay.
but he is the champion of boxing, the heavyweight
Oh,
champion.
okay. So he can punch.
Yeah, he can
Oh, he
tenderize
punched.
meat.
Yeah. Chicken soft.
He's an enormous person.
He really is.
He's like 6'8" or something crazy.
Jeez.
Hey,
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah,
big dude.
yeah.
probably-
I went on a weird YouTube journey the other night. I'm sure
Oh.
everybody here's done that.
What is
I
YouTube?
this is gonna be so fucking nerdy. So I ended
Oh,
up
I got you beat, man.
watching a documentary on Jack Johnson, the boxer.
Okay. The old-timey.
Yeah. But how often do people are like, boy, I went on a YouTube journey the other day, and it's like I ended up watching a video where people scare their cats with boxes. But no, mine is I watched a documentary about boxing. Anyway,
I don't think that's so weird.
Nick, I'll be honest. I watched documentary on YouTube.
no way.
Yeah,
Which one? About-
it was
Jack
originally,
Johnson?
It was originally no. That'd be weird. It was about wrestling.
oh, of course.
Yeah.
Was it Beyond the Mat?
Yeah,
Or was
it was Dark Side of the Mat. It was originally on like Vice Land or whatever.
Yeah.
But they had it on YouTube if somebody threw
Was
it
it
on.
Benoit?
Oh, Dark Side of the Ring?
Benoit.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring, yeah.
Ooh.
Is it the Benoit one? Which one?
Yeah, well, I watched the first 2 episodes this season were Benoit, and then I watched the most recent one was about the UWF, which was the Universal Wrestling Federation. And
In Florida?
No, it wasn't in Florida. But man, shit was nuts. Like the dude was just like always coked up, and like
When you say the dude, who do you mean? Like owner
the
of
guy
UWF?
the guy that started it. I forgot what his name was. Like Herb something
Okay.
maybe.
Herbs. Yeah, but
Anyway, so he was always coked
Yeah,
up.
he was always
Herb
coked up,
Dean.
and like apparently he had like wasn't paying people. Like he would pay them in checks, and he had 2 different bank accounts. One had that was connected to the checks, had no money in it, and then like his other bank account had all of his money.
Oh,
So
shit.
nobody was getting paid, and then like he was trying to put on shows, and like nobody was showing up. And it was just like, I don't know. It was just crazy. It was like the documentary was fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
No, it sounds.
And like
No, it sounds like it was like a nightmare situation for those wrestlers.
they
or
talked
anybody
about
involved.
his like how like the night he died.
Uh-huh.
And there's different stories about it. Like one of them,
Oh.
like they said he was like in his office with like 2 hookers, and he was covered in something like baby oil and
Yeah.
cocaine.
With a
Sounds like a
candlestick?
good night.
And he like one story was like he ran out, and like he went crazy. He was like super coked up, went crazy, started breaking shit with a baseball bat.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like started chasing the hookers around with the bat.
Yeah, get him.
Ran after them.
Get him! Jeez.
But then there's stories that like one guy, there was another promotion like after he died. The guy died. Another promotion in South Carolina called UWF, and like some guy like around his height and all this showed up, and it was like saying you can't use this and all that, and they're saying like it was him, that he's not really dead, and I'm like that's crazy.
pulled a man on the moon.
I'm like
Whoa.
this shit's nuts.
Do you think that he's dead? What's your opinion?
Yeah, but like
think he is?
they had like Mick Foley, they had like pretty big names when they first started, like Cactus Jack. They had
Oh, okay, I
Paul-
understand.
yeah,
So,
Paul Orndorff. The booker was Chief J Strongbow.
oh shit, okay.
Like they had some
So
notable people in there, and then they
So-
just went to shit.
that's pretty awesome. It sounds like it was like a right place at the right time with this crazy MFer in charge of the circus.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Cool.
And it was like early '90s. This all took place.
Huh.
Way better than my YouTube journeys of reviewing horror movies that I have not seen.
Hey, I've done that before. I've done. Wait, you review them?
No,
Like,
I don't review them.
you
I
watch
watch
reviews.
Oh,
people
that'd be great.
explain the story and then review them.
What?
Ah.
Well, okay.
Isn't that what you do?
A couple
Adam?
questions.
About like
What,
every movie.
Yeah. My podcast.
That's true. That is what Bill does. Ow! Oh my! Damn it!
Oh.
Hey! I'm conditioned to call and response.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey!
That is a good one. That is fun. So okay, a few questions here. What made you choose horror movies specifically?
Honestly, it was the first one I watched was a movie that I wanted to see and wasn't available to stream anywhere.
Which movie?
Oculus.
Okay.
It was
I think I
the
saw that.
Karen Gillan horror movie about like this mirror that like distorts reality and makes you go crazy and shit.
Right.
And it's a really it seemed like a very cool premise, and I wanted to watch it, but I couldn't find anything on it, so I was like, it was a WWE movie. It was probably not very good. It was like, I'm just gonna watch a review for it and see the plot and see if it was good or not.
Yeah.
So I watched this one video, and the guy did a really good job of explaining the story and what the mirror was capable of doing, and he reviewed it, and I was like, hey, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Let me just watch 7 hours of content on your channel.
Who is this guy? Give him a plug.
Oh, man, Found Flicks,
Okay.
I think it's called, is
It's not
is
Movie
the
Bob.
series. No, it's not Movie Bob.
I haven't listened to him or watched his stuff in such a long time.
It's either Found Flicks or it's Dead Meat. Dead Meat might be the production company.
Okay.
Sounds dirty.
But he has a bunch of reviews online, and they're really, really good. So they get the promotion.
Good synopsis.
But
and-
yeah, what's
Is
up?
it only horror movies? Is it only horror movies?
It's like horror and sci-fi.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
he did. I liked his review for. Oh, what was that movie? I forget the title of it, but I think it starred Natalie Portman. Annihilation. Yeah, 2018 film with. That's the one. So I liked his review for Annihilation because I saw that movie and it didn't make any sense.
Oh, and then he felt the same way.
No, actually, he explained a lot more of like what was happening because the movie's very like gibberishy. Like it was hard, at least for me, to follow.
Yes.
But the way he explains it like makes you kind of understand more of what's going on, and I liked the movie more because of his review, and that's what kind of made me like keep
Pulled
going
you
down this
over.
path.
Okay.
Yeah,
Took you out of the car. Gave you some cocoa.
Tucked you into
good
bed,
times. I
told you
recommend
everything
this
was gonna be
channel.
all right.
I'll
Okay.
tell you about
Gave
these
you a good
movies,
rub
man.
Yeah, so the documentary I watched was apparently that's what we're going to do. Was
Yeah.
book reports on documentaries.
Hell yeah. fucking right, doggy. This is what we've been doing. There's nothing else.
Yeah,
it's
it's true.
quarantine.
That's true. So mine was about Jack Johnson, who is the first black heavyweight champion of the world.
Uh-huh.
And it's an insane story. So he was a boxer for a really long time, but they obviously had segregated boxing back then.
What?
Big shocker, right?
What?
But he was kind of like the Muhammad Ali before Muhammad Ali ever existed. Like, he was very brash and open about the fact that he would sleep with white women, and he got arrested for it a couple of times. Basically, he was at that point in time. James Jeffries had retired. He was the long-standing champion, and Jack Johnson had been asking for a title shot for a really long time and was never granted one. And he dropped the belt after retiring, and there was a new champion. I forget who it was. And this guy followed him around the world trying to bait him into a boxing match.
Jack Johnson followed him?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he literally followed him around the world. And to London and then Sweden. And then finally in Australia, he agreed to a fight. And they fought in the 14th round. First of all, the size difference between these two guys is fucking insane. He's got like 2 or 3 inches on him. 2 or 3. He's got like 5 or 6 inches on him, it looks like, though.
You said he's got 5 or 6
Jack
inches?
Johnson.
Has 5 or 6 inches
He's
on his
just
opponent.
enormous. It's
Gotcha.
like watching a father play with his teenage son. That's really
but
like
violently hitting him.
Yeah. Yes.
So the
But-
right way.
Oh God.
In the 14th round, the footage is cut off because the police stopped the footage and then end the fight because the champ was losing and they didn't want a black guy to knock a white guy out.
Wow.
Yeah. So they stopped
crackle.
the fight, but they had to award him the championship. He was the champion. Like, everyone just watched it happen.
Right.
So he has a couple of fights fights a couple of bums, and then he gets this fight with the middleweight champion at the time, and they have this weigh-in, and at the weigh-in you see the guy is wearing huge heeled boots and a padded coat to make himself look bigger, but he's the middleweight champion.
Right.
Like, he's genuine, like 6 inches and like 40 pounds away from his opponent. There's a myth that there was a fix on the fight because it ends up going like 12 rounds. In the 12th round, the middleweight, the little guy, actually knocks down Jack Johnson, throws a real punch. He was a good boxer, but he just didn't stand a chance against a guy like this.
Right.
Jack Johnson did not like that, got mad, and they have footage of this, gets up and throws 2 real punches, real hooks, breaks all of the teeth in his face.
Oh my God.
He cracks all of the teeth in his head, and you actually see him wiping his glove because he had a couple of teeth stuck in his glove.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a fucking madman. So then after that, Jeffries, the champion who retired like undefeated, and because he was tired of fighting, he was like, all right, I'll come back. But he was 90 pounds heavier because he'd been retired for 3 or 4 years. So they send him to go training, and he's the Great White Hope. That's what it is. Great White Hope. And all like boxing is like the biggest. It's boxing and horse racing at this point in the world, the 2 biggest sports. So it's literally all the papers are talking about, and it's so crazy how racist newspapers were.
Is it though?
But like, you just don't think that you're gonna have that much hard evidence of racism, because nowadays racism is stuff like they or those people or welcome to Walmart. Like, I don't know.
The most racist one.
So the fight happens. It lives up to expectation. In the 12th round, Jack Johnson, the black guy, knocks out the white guy. The referees storm as soon as it happens, they storm the like, people start jumping in the ring. It didn't happen. A couple months later, the boxing commission said that the fight wasn't valid for some reason, so it was like nullified. So they tried to make it so the fight never actually happened, but it's on both of the fighters' records, and it's the only loss. Anyway, at this point, Jack Johnson is like, all right, I'm the fucking best. Everybody he fights are like tomato cans, nobodies. And he starts partying, and he starts having a good time, and people don't like that. Authorities don't like that. So he starts getting arrested, owing people money for taxes and lawyers and all that stuff. Unfortunately, his wife kills herself at one point. He gets remarried immediately just as a fuck you to the world. And it's always white women. And this is such a huge problem for everybody at this time. And then eventually he fights this guy who's enormous. And he fights, and he loses. And then he never gets another title shot again. And he ends up having a pretty decent career afterwards. And he lives a whole life. He does get arrested at one point, I think for a year or something like that. But, man, what an interesting life. And the whole time I'm watching this, I was like, how is this not a movie? This is so fascinating. But I guess I didn't actually do any research. I don't know if they have ever made a movie about his life. But damn, they should. Because it's so crazy. It's such a cool story.
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah, crazy as hell.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you can watch the
Pretty
documentary.
interesting.
Because,
Well,
and he wasn't always a sympathetic figure. Wasn't always a good guy.
Right. But they have
He's
people.
a human, which
Yeah.
is what I like about the story. Like, he's
I
just
always-
this human
yeah.
dude.
I always dig flaws in a character. That's what makes characters interesting.
It makes him real. What were you gonna say, Al?
no, just sometimes when like halfway through and it's like, oh, he's a snake person. And you're like, really? Another snake person?
another one.
Yeah. Bull crap.
It's always happens.
Have you been talking about snake people a lot?
Well, only when it's
What's the thing from Harry Potter when you can speak
when you can talk.
Parcel tongue.
parcel tongue? Yeah, you talking about some parcel tongue motherfuckers right now? Boxing parcel tongue motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't know Harry Potter.
No.
Yes, you do.
You saw him.
I saw.
You hung out with them twice.
I saw the first movie, maybe the second one.
We've done this. We've done this so
we've
many
gone over
times.
this.
You should watch them.
I assumed you were a human by this point and had seen them.
Could be Snake Person still.
That's true.
The Harry Potter
Could still
franchise.
be.
I heard that apparently Disney Plus is getting a original cast recording in theater of Hamilton.
Oh, that's cool.
That's coming out on July 6th.
That's pretty cool.
So if people are interested in that, check it out.
Oh, I'm not.
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
That's mostly what it is. It's like 2.5 hours of just Hamilton,
And then he
Alexander
took the sword from the
Hamilton.
stone. Hamilton had the power.
He cheated on his wife, and that ain't nice.
No. That's it. That's all I
Little
control
known
the whole
fact,
thing.
he lived in a cave.
He
Cave.
lives in a cave?
It's a little known fact, dude. It's in the song. I didn't write it.
I think he was in New York.
Well, this is based
They're caves.
upon his real life. There's caves in Central Park. You don't know.
They're bears.
Yeah,
You could go
When
there.
have you been to Central Park to say there aren't caves?
that's true.
Well, I
Big
to
place.
be fair, I haven't.
Matt.
There we go.
But there is a song dedicated to how they've moved uptown.
Ooh.
The caves?
Yeah, to the
I don't
Uptown
think-
Caves.
no,
Uptown
Hamilton and
Bears.
his wife after
Oh.
his child's death.
Oh, okay. Whoa, so they profit off of the death of their child?
No,
Man, that's sick.
they
Pretty fucked
wanted
up.
to get away from the
body?
the old place they used to. Yeah, essentially.
Jesus. Please leave that there. Let's go.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Oh, God. Oh, God. That's such a dark joke.
It's an interesting story. It's his kid confronted a guy who wrote about it, Alexander Hamilton, in the papers, and
Spoiler.
he was like, "Fucking duel me, talk shit about my dad, duel me." And the
How
guy
old
was
was this
like,
kid?
"All right, I will."
I miss
How
the
old was
days
this
you could
kid?
just duel somebody.
His kid was young. His kid was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the age when he died, but I'm fairly sure he was
like
pretty
7.
That's-
Probably like 7, I think.
I want to duel you.
You're about my daddy. I want to duel you.
You've offended my father's honor. Tool me, sir. That's insane.
young. Yeah.
And then his dad famously dies in that plane crash all those years later.
It was really crazy for the times, unheard of even.
Do you guys have any interest in seeing Hamilton? You two?
Not really. No.
All right, cool.
Like going to the theater and seeing it.
Well, yeah. I mean, have you ever seen any
No,
play?
No,
I've seen a play, but
I've never. There's one. I'd rather see Book of Mormon if I was gonna see one.
ooh.
Okay, that's the next question I was going to ask.
But Hamilton is mostly rap, so I feel like you could dig that.
It's history.
What you
rap.
trying to
it's
say?
learning. It's rap.
What are you
learning.
trying to say?
It's pretty inaccurate history-wise.
I mean, not totally inaccurate.
It's not totally inaccurate, but he embellishes a lot of stuff.
I don't know.
Like people recite in history classes now that when Burr and Hamilton dueled, he like raised his pistol to the sky because he does that in the song.
Yeah.
Teachers have to be like, no, he tried to duel. They would have shot. He
No,
would have
they-
shot Aaron Burr if he could have.
Both those men went out to murder, and one of them just murdered better. The other one didn't do murder right.
Oh, I murdered wrong.
Or
today.
like the meeting between Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton was this big secretive affair, and nobody else could hear about it in the room where it happened. It was like, no, they decided that the nation's capital would be more towards the south, and Hamilton would get a national bank. It was
Yeah.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did all that in
It was
secret.
also like very public hearings and stuff.
Yeah.
Shit, what was I gonna say?
Why do you have
Oh, so
tickets,
Book of
Nikolai?
Mormon- No, I wish. Yeah. Oh, I have tickets for next week's show. Everyone
Nice.
has to go though.
Yeah, even though everything is closed.
I'll meet you there. Wink.
Right. I'll be real mad if you don't show up.
I'm not very good at lying. Wink. So what would your show be, Al? Lion King?
The one that I saw.
No.
No, the one that you would see,
No. Thank you.
I guess.
Play that I'd see.
Like Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Go ahead and say cats. We all know.
No. Miss, what was it? Miss Saigon. I'll see Miss Saigon, the helicopter one.
Miss Saigon.
Miss Saigon.
Is that still running?
No, probably not. Bring it out. Bring it back.
Was that I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. They had a commercial for it when we were kids, and it played a bajillion times.
Oh, okay. That's I
You would just see it to find out why.
Yeah, why they
What all the hype was about.
What were all the commercials?
there was a billion commercials for cats when we were kids too.
Yeah, I still don't want to see it.
Never. I never ever want to see nothing
I
about
wasn't
that.
into cats as a child. It was the late teens.
That's when they really got.
After the hormones kicked in.
Ooh, look at all those cats.
I figured out about cats.
It's amazing that massive property got mishandled so badly
Oh, in films?
in
Like
theaters.
films?
Yeah. They're like, we're going to do the Cats movie. And then everybody retroactively was like, please, never.
What do you mean? It's
That
fantastic.
movie was a punchline before it came out. It was a punchline as soon as the first trailer dropped.
Did it do okay though?
It
Because
looks-
people saw it ironically.
No.
It's terrifying.
It was a huge... It lost so much money.
I think it made like $30 million in the box office. And it probably cost like
340,
Yeah. Like,
I think was the number.
yeah. So, I'm making that up though. I don't actually know that for sure.
It may have done well overseas and they recouped their losses, but it was domestically it was a flop.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be a punchline for a long time.
Oh yeah.
That's the new Geely. Remember Geely?
Oh, Geely.
Oh, I remember Geely.
I never actually saw it. Did you guys ever see that
No,
movie?
God, no. Why would I see that?
I'm not
You a big J-Lo guy?
I'm not a big J-Lo fan.
That's the turkey
Whoa.
one.
No, I love
That's where
I'm a
she
huge
says
wedding
turkey,
planner. I love that
Hey,
movie.
let's be real. Selena was a great movie.
Selena is genuinely
Yeah,
a good movie.
that's a great movie.
What was
Look,
what's the? There's actually a Jennifer Lopez movie I saw that I liked. I think it's called Enough. Where she's getting beat by her husband.
Yeah, that one
God.
wasn't
And
bad.
yeah, that's enough.
Yes.
And then she starts working out.
Then
and
she's
she
like-
beats the
she's
shit
like,
out
Oh,
of him.
nice.
She fucking takes it to him. She
that's
home alones
genuinely
him for
good.
adults.
She does.
Yeah.
They got that scene where she's like duct taping the rings to her fucking hands, and you're like, not duct tape, that'd be horrible. But she's you know what I'm saying. Like that was genuinely a good movie.
Yeah.
Cause she's like, and he walks in, he's like, "Oh yeah, one more time, motherfucker." She got Vaseline on her face, like a corner man. He just walks in, didn't realize the UFC bout was about to start. I might not be remembering the movie correctly.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
I saw a movie a while ago that reminded me of that. Did you ever watch Hush?
No.
No.
Nah, dude.
Hush was it's like it's a horror thriller, I guess.
Okay.
Where this woman, she's a deaf writer, and she wrote like a bestseller, but then she's like got writer's block for her second book, and she's living in a cabin out in the woods. And this serial killer comes by one night, kills someone like right outside her house, who's like banging on her window for help. She doesn't hear.
Yeah.
And then he like taps on the glass to scare her, and she doesn't react. And he's
wait.
like, "Oh, she's interesting because she's
I do
deaf."
remember this.
Okay.
And like, it's like a cat and mouse game of him trying to get inside and like tormenting her and shit.
When did she finally notice him?
He breaks into the house and like steals her phone,
Okay.
and then takes pictures of her and like uploads them to her iCloud, so she gets notifications on the laptop she's using of like pictures of her from different angles.
That's pretty fucking terrifying.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
alright.
a pretty creepy way to
Where's my
fuck
phone?
with
Oh
someone.
my god.
Oh, jeez.
They just took these pictures of me just
why,
now.
Oh, why'd they use that angle?
Oh, I look horrible.
I look
in these.
terrible.
But then it's her like fighting back, getting the shit kicked out of her. It's a good movie.
Okay. Check it out. I like a good haunted house flick. That sounds pretty decent.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. I definitely
Well, I'll
remember seeing
watch,
trailers for that.
Yeah, I'll watch Ghost Party.
Yeah.
Ghost Party.
I'm pretty sure that one was on Netflix too. So
Okay.
Wow.
Hush.
Yeah.
You say ghost party.
Nat Flax, my savior during these times.
Nat Flax.
I have discovered Amazon Prime, and then I've been going hard with Hulu recently because I'm rewatching Scrubs.
Yeah, dude, Hulu's not bad. It's the movies on Hulu aren't that great.
You get used to the ads, but they are pretty irritating. That's why I like Amazon Prime and Netflix so much better.
Yeah, 'cause Hulu, you got little phone breaks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's for. It's like, oh,
2
I
minutes.
guess I am gonna
All right,
go
let me
to the
check my
fridge.
phone.
I'll go to the bathroom.
It's so true. It's so weird too, because Netflix. I'm like, I have to pee. The next episode's just gonna start in 3,
hold it in.
2, 1. I ain't peeing.
No,
Like, you
see,
just press pause.
that's when you pause it right when it starts. It's like, all right, I'm peeing.
Yeah.
I'm going now.
Click. But the moment you're like 90 seconds, I'm going to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work out.
Yeah, let me get some
Baby.
push-ups in.
Those baby pickles are calling my name.
Come here, little gherkins.
Little baby gurks.
Oh, I gotta take the ribs out of the freezer.
I'm constantly saying that. I can't tell you how frequently I say that.
He just always has frozen ribs.
Yeah, you gotta unthaw them, then you cook them. It's great.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to listen to Tommy Gunn sing?
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just quietly said no.
Videos on YouTube have a place called the comment section where people can type out heartfelt and thoughtful reflections of the videos they just watched. Like here at RLF on Wednesdays, now the gang will read a few. It's really hard to rhyme the word Wednesdays.
Well done, Tommy Gunn. Well done, sir.
I guess.
Hey,
Whoa.
Hey now.
hey, selfish.
Turning down.
You
my
got your
volume.
turn in the sun already.
Well, Robert Banbury says, listening to you guys describe doing push-ups made me violently spit coffee all over my office. Best part of my night. No problem, Robert.
What did we say?
I have no idea.
I didn't think
All right.
I don't know what we're talking about.
describe doing push-ups made me. Oh, that's when we were. Wait, we push our arms up and move our body back.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Okay. Yep.
I was like, what the fuck did we talk about?
Push-ups.
Because for a second, I was like, did we do some zany push-ups bit?
That I've completely forgotten.
I assumed you had.
Zany push-ups.
The push-up challenge.
Oh,
How many cans of beans can you do with a push-up? What?
What?
what? Sorry about that, Al. I had nothing for you. What was I going to say? Remember when this whole thing started and there was the Instagram, like the push-up challenge? You're supposed to do like 10 push-ups in the allotted time for your stories or something.
Right, yeah.
I was very tempted to do one of those, but I would just do my last push-up but have a bowl of chips under my mouth and just come up with a chip.
Nice.
Come here.
But I wouldn't be able to do 10 push-ups in a row quickly without...
See,
No.
you get a body doubling, and then
I don't think I could do 10
It's-
push-ups in a row slowly.
I could do 10 push-ups in a row, but I would be breathing very heavily.
Matt.
And that angle is not flattering.
What's up, Al?
Matt, what if you were gonna do a push-up and I went underneath you and I helped you push up? I was like, "Come on
Push
now."
back up.
You
Push
just
you
slide
up.
under him like
I
a,
feel
like
like
a car.
that would make me want to do push-ups less
Because
it's like we're 2 layers of clothes away from fucking.
also,
I wear a
your
full
hand
tracksuit.
placement is so crucial. And also so intimate there.
I got a cup on. I'm wearing a full tracksuit and a mask.
Also, never get under a car without a jack. If my arms give out, you're a dead man.
No, not dead. Certainly thinner.
Injured.
Warm.
Very
Warm.
Warm.
Oh, and covered in sweat.
Oh.
Have that on my tombstone.
Be like one of those cave divers that gets stuck in a tunnel.
Oh, no. Well, we have to
We're
leave
gonna have
them
to get
there.
you oxygen on a tube.
Yeah. Tap if you're okay. First name, last name says, I gotta ask, is Maddie B okay, or should I get the death orgy ready? No, I'm good, man. I'm totally good. Thank you, by the way. A lot of people
Heck yeah.
were sending out well wishes in the comments on Twitter.
I wasn't one of them.
They're
No,
all
on
fake.
my. I'll tell you. I'll be honest. I know it's terrible for a lot of people. It's a very dangerous virus for some people who get it. I was 3 days.
You don't also know if you had it or not.
I don't also know if I had it or not. I'm assuming I did. I never got tested for it. However, I was quarantined with someone who tested positive for it around the same time as me, and several other people. So I'm assuming that's what I had. Mm-hmm. Could have just been a random cold. But all of us who got it exhibited basically the same symptoms, which was 4 or 5 days of sickness, and then we were good. But it was like a long cold.
Any
for me.
side effects like love of the movie Top Gun or anything like that?
I'll be honest, during that quarantine, if that Top Gun scene had come on, I would have been watching it. I would have been watching all of Top Gun if I had seen any of
the
it.
nickname Goose.
Yeah, Maverick, all that stuff.
And
But no, I know it's different for a lot of people. So, whether or not I did have it, whoever does have it, feel better.
Yeah.
I hope it's not serious. I hope if I did have it, you get the version I got, because it was fairly mild.
Lots of diarrhea.
1 day. Yeah, 1 day was that.
Man,
One day was nothing but that.
Man, I didn't need to know that, dude.
Sloppy Joe, a sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Manny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and thank you for everybody's well wishes.
Heck yeah.
But I even after I felt better, I hadn't been on the show for a couple weeks because if I did have it,
Yeah, of course.
I didn't want to bring it over here.
Yeah.
Expose other people to it.
Not for free.
But I've been for well over a week, so I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, likely story.
Not two.
Oh yeah.
That was a
God.
That was a very aggressive. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan here. The tagline of this podcast should be changed to the #1 Richard Dean Anderson podcast.
Ooh.
Have you guys been talking about RDA while I've been gone?
Big RDA.
Yeah,
Where
a few
you're going
ins and outs here.
We haven't been.
Okay.
It's been one guy.
Look, Nikolai baits me, and then I say Richard Dean Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know anything about the man. You don't even know he has a dog.
What's his dog's name?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Not
wow.
that hardcore of a fan.
It's
Not a
Bob-
freak,
it's
all right?
Bobby Flea Anderson.
I guess we'll be okay with being the #4 Richard Dean Anderson podcast.
Look, I don't want to
'Cause
come on
numbers
too
1
hard.
through 3 could answer that in a heartbeat.
It's true, dude. It's Johnny Flea Anderson.
This is true.
Real Life Friends podcast, #1 Star Trek podcast, #4 Richard Dean Anderson podcast.
Well,
His dog's
we'll
name,
get rid of the
Richard
competition.
Spot
eventually.
Anderson.
Yeah, we're still top 5, so it's good.
Yeah. Number 7, we're done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, dude.
That sounds like loser talk to me.
Well, yeah, I've
Top
perfected
5,
it.
so it's still good. Oh wow.
Actually, speaking of Faku fan, I don't know if you saw this one, Matt. Hey, RLF, haven't wrote you guys in a while. Just wanted to say I tested positive for COVID-19, but I'm not sad about it or anything or even scared. Faku fan, I hope you're feeling good.
So it kind of sounds like you're bragging.
man. I hope you're feeling all right. I hope you are not experiencing symptoms that are too crazy.
Yeah, I hope those around you are fine.
Stay inside, get well, play some video games.
Try to dance.
You're a fan of Faku, so you'll be doing that, I'm assuming. It's a masturbatory website.
I figured it was sex stuff. It sounded Japanese. So I was like,
It's an F and a K in it, so.
If you got an F and a K, it's fucking.
Yeah, it's almost like it.
If it's got an F and a K, it's fucking.
You're good to go.
Man, flak jackets are weird.
My brain just went to, boy, what other words have F and K? And I couldn't think of any, so I went, I guess they don't exist. And then you said flak jackets. I went, you idiot.
You motherfucker.
Flak is not an everyday use word.
Dude, what
I
about
guess,
what about
but I
flask?
knew it.
Ooh, flask.
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 Oh, but if you drink from a flask, you're
You
probably
usually
fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some validity to this.
Yeah.
There's-
Nobody really drinks from flasks and isn't getting it on.
The only times I've ever drank from a flask were
You fucked?
like after prom or
You fucked?
like at a wedding type of situation.
You probably fucked.
Probably.
Chances are. Man,
There's like an 80% chance you fucked
man,
after
I'm
that
onto
wedding.
something here.
Well, did you pass the
All I'm
flask
gonna
around?
say is after prom we were playing "You're Beautiful" and half a photograph. It was a long night.
Oh, gross.
Did
Song and a half, you stud.
You darn tootin'.
I'm lucky if I get to the first chorus.
oh my
Song and a half, she probably fell asleep right after. Unheard of for after prom? Oh, my
I
God.
asked her, "Are you all right?" 3 times.
after that.
Underage
And I
sex.
only cried once.
Well, that's what you do when you climax.
Yeah, it's climaxing.
You explain to her how much you guys love each other.
It's just a lot right now.
Graduating, and I don't know where my friends are gonna go.
I just nutted.
But to be fair, when you are 17, like you are just a ball of tight-fisted emotion.
Yeah.
You care so deeply about so many things with so little information.
I don't remember caring about things.
You were always.
you cared.
I don't know, dude.
You vent your care in different ways.
Yes.
Like
I don't know, dude.
some guys store it up and play sports. Some guys store it up and like I'm sorry to say this, but like hit their wives and shit. And like get really angry and stuff. And then some guys store it up and they hate themselves. And that's you.
Oh God.
One day, there's gonna be a little crack, like on Sitch's outside, and I'll be like, and all the rage will come out. Be like fire.
Scream the rage out
Crack
of
in
my
the
body.
sidewalk. What happened? Well, he said crack in the sidewalk and his head exploded. Oh my God. Crack in the sidewalk.
Al, you're really trying hard for these comments.
Edward
right now.
Eden
Oh my
says,
I just had all right. This is completely unrelated to the podcast. I just remembered something that I have been trying to remember all day.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had one of those moments?
Yes.
Earlier today at work, I was talking to one of my mechanics, and I was instructing him where he needed to go, and he had asked me who should I speak to when I get there, and the person who used to be the maintenance coordinator at that building just retired. I told him who the new person's name is, and I go, so-and-so just retired. And I go, wait a minute, that's not their name. What the hell was his name? And he goes, it was, and then literally just didn't say anything. Like a literal pause. Like he went blank.
Oh.
And for the next minute, we went back and forth. We're like, and at one point, we're like, we can't remember this guy's name. But at one point, my mechanic goes, I talked to him for 20 years.
Oh my God.
I
Jesus.
can't remember his name.
It's what's that name?
And the best part about it for me is that we're two white guys, and the person that we're trying to remember the name of wasn't a white guy.
No.
And we're both trying not to like say stereotypical names.
Right.
But
Where are we talking?
so the name I thought it was, and the name I said was Raid. I thought his name was Raid. And I literally just remembered it and I wrote it down. His name was Hussein.
What's his
His name.
name?
Here's his address.
What made you remember Hussein?
I have no idea.
Oh, it just popped
It
into your
just
head.
literally popped in because I was trying to remember something because I wanted to bring it up to like say what to do next or like just something to say. And then it just, my brain was like, there it is, Hussein.
Oh, hey, by the way, Hussein.
Yeah.
But I'll work on this. I hate that when I have had that happen to me too.
But in the internet world, you don't get that satisfaction anymore. Anytime I have a thought, I look it up and I get the answer.
Right.
Every time I'm like, oh, how old was Andre the Giant when he died? 53 or whatever it was. And I'm like, okay. Before that, I just would have to walk around not knowing.
But you can't do that with names.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
You can't Google what's the name of the guy who retired who I used to talk to.
I mean, you could
Google
try.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's so funny. I'm glad.
Edward Eden says, love you guys. Love you right back, Edward.
You
You know,
effing
Love
better.
you too.
I'm not gonna say it.
Sage loves you.
I don't know
It's
you.
not a requirement to love us if you listen to the podcast.
No, of
Yeah, it
course
is.
not.
But-
The numbers
Nah.
would plummet if
You just
that
have
was
to. You just have to like us.
I require a certain amount of fealty.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nah. Nah.
Love me or die is all I'm saying.
Oh.
Wow, Matt.
Instead of join or die, it's love me or die.
Open your heart
I
to
require-
Matthew.
Or die.
Or else. Let's be.
I don't know. You get to it. Because people are like, oh, or else. What does that mean?
Or else what? Or else death.
Or else
Yeah,
That's
what?
what.
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Burger-
Wow.
Burger
Yeah,
King.
you
Okay.
Cut the conversation short.
Yeah.
Or else
Welcome,
death.
Welcome to
You
our
really just putting the lead out on Front Street.
Yeah.
Did you just try and welcome to RLF like 45 minutes in?
And
Especially
after,
after
you're
Yeah,
welcoming.
we already welcomed.
Oh, it's a
We
double
already did a welcome to RLF and comments.
Yeah. They've been
a
welcomed.
double gate RLF. What?
Oh.
Now
I think it's over 45 minutes, but I don't know.
Oh,
Who
you're
am I to
right.
judge?
we just passed the ones.
The one.
The ones.
The 1
Oh
hour?
my God, the 60 dick mark?
No, past that. Past the ones.
That's the ones.
Past the ones, Matthew.
Yes, past the ones, Matthew.
Dudes?
How
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Past the 1 hour. Past the one.
Yeah, no, I know. That 1 hour is 60 dicks.
Yeah, but
Are you,
past the one.
the
Are
one.
you some time traveler giving me a riddle?
no?
What should I invest in?
I
Hulk 181.
ooh
It's only going to go up in value from here.
Charizard.
Charizard?
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. Get them,
Nope.
get them babies.
Nope, not that one.
Beanie Babies, not worth it. There you go.
Specific Beanie Babies, sure.
Crunkle
Yeah,
Munch.
I mean, like, the prince...
Krabby still sells for like $7,000.
That's-
all of the
no.
Beanie Babies
I'll
that
buy
are
a Krabby.
expensive now were expensive then.
What cheap, incredible invention that was like stupid easy to figure out came out recently? Just be like, get the jump on this.
Well, I mean, the easiest one would probably just be Bitcoin, and then you just
Toy collectors,
Sell it.
that must be, or toy companies, that must be such a frustrating business. Because whenever something does
not.
pop, you must be like, how the fuck was it Beanie Babies? Are you kidding? Miniature stuffed animals? We've been selling stuffed animals for years. Why couldn't we think of that?
Fidget spinner, but for like 2 months, you can only get rich, and then it's over.
Oh, but I mean, hey, you get real rich real quick.
That's true, yeah.
That's true.
Stupid fucking things.
People went bananas for those things.
Oh, man, you patent fidget spinners? Hell yeah. But how would you describe it in 5 words? Small spinning triangle between fingers.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Yeah, right.
What?
I would be like, huh?
Out of context, that would be so meaningless.
I'm like, yeah, dude, right back at you.
All right.
You just have those 5 words scrawled out into your wall. You spend years going crazy trying to figure out the meaning. It drives you mad. You drop out of school. You don't go to college. It's your entire life consumed. You can't figure it out. And then one year, the new craze this year, fidget spinners.
Wow.
No.
No. Oh, God.
This is what he meant all along.
It's come to me. Is this how Terminator happens? Is this Judgment Day?
Is this the end?
First, when I was a little kid, they said that Terminator happens, and then now this.
You just go around slapping it out of people's hands.
No, you fools.
The machines.
Killing us.
Wake up, sheeple. What happened?
I said, I wish there was like people-sized sheep
That'd be
walking
cool.
around on like 2 legs, like sheeple.
Why?
I don't know, sheeple.
And shave them.
That's what I thought of.
Why do you, no? Why do you wish that?
Oh,
Shave
shit.
them.
That'd be
Why?
crazy. You know how many sweaters you can make from
Okay.
that?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Would you rather fight 3 sheep-sized people or 1 person-sized sheep?
The 1 person-sized sheep. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Kick it in the dick.
Well, 3 sheep-sized. Nah, I'm probably taking the 3 people. 3 sheep-sized.
3 sheep-sized people. That's just kind of 3 little LPs that you're fighting right there.
Yeah.
Wow, you said it, not me.
Well, piece is the politically correct term,
Whoa, dude.
and that's around the height that they would be,
Wow.
or could be.
Oh,
not
my
have to be
goodness.
necessarily.
So little people can only be one size, and it's the size
Well,
of
that
sheep.
they have to be under a certain size.
Jolly.
Who decides? You?
No.
Of course not.
I have no bearing on this. I'm just spouting the facts.
There's the person who kind of knows some of the things.
I was wondering if it was time for everybody's favorite segment of the week.
Bash on Matt?
Yes.
Oh.
No,
Oh, wait, we can't do
that's-
that.
No, it's,
we can't do that anymore.
We do that after the podcast during the
Oh.
cool down show.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's Nikolai. I can't remember the name of it.
It's Big City Living. Gentlemen, how is Big City Living?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
That was Big City Living.
Every time it gets better and better.
Like fine wine.
One of these days.
I don't think. I mean, no, the only thing we've been doing, like watching shit,
Fed the
playing
cat.
video games. But
Yeah.
I don't think I have. I don't think I got anything real exciting.
Did anyone try to sell you? Didn't someone try to
What's-
sell you something on the
Nah.
street?
Oh shit! Yeah, I was walking to work one day when it was man, probably I leave at like 4:40 in the morning around there, walking
Okay.
to work.
Okay.
I get like a block or 2 away from my job. Some guy's like, "Hey, hey man, you want this potted plant?" he just standing
What?
there. He just standing there with a potted plant that he probably stole from my job, but like whatever.
Oh yeah.
And he's just trying to sell me
Hey,
a plant. I'm
man.
like, "Not
He
doing
just
good."
wanted you to buy a potted plant?
Yeah,
You
just
trying to hold this potted plant?
How much?
I didn't ask. I didn't.
That's true.
I didn't want
yeah.
to show
into
interest
the-
in
yeah.
the plant. Oh wait, how much? Like no. I'm like,
Did you laugh or smile when you said
well, I
no?
had
Because it is.
I was smiling. I had the mask on. So, could you,
But you did smile.
Yeah, I was-
Because
was
that.
I was like, what?
'Cause
Because some dude tried to
that's
sell
a-
me toilet paper like a couple months ago before
He was-
toilet paper was a
He
big
was future
thing.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you if he was like, no, it's a pot patented plant, and he like
I'd be like,
winked.
Oh,
And he was
God.
like, it was like $20.
I'd be like,
And then you got the plant,
I'd be like,
and then
all right, let
you
me-
look inside, and there's a cheeseburger buried in the dirt.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know if I would trust a cheeseburger from a strange man on the street.
Well, it's
Yeah,
in
but
the
the
it's in the
cheeseburger
pot.
smelled just right.
All right.
And it's only got a little bit of dirt on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dug it out.
All
so-
right, maybe.
Yeah.
I hope you mean by cheeseburger. No, by cheeseburger we mean weed with PCP.
Oh,
Oh.
my god.
Some of that sherm.
Cheeseburger?
Oh, I thought we were doing a metaphor.
Oh, no. I mean, it could mean that too. Different strokes, I guess.
I feel like I would have in that situation laughed as well because a potted plant is not something that you're offered on the street.
Yeah, especially at
No.
like around 5 in the morning.
Yeah, usually a little.
Not really
Yeah.
expecting that.
it is a bit early for your plant salespeople. That's a bread hour.
I'll get dangerous this week.
Okay, that sounds
I'll
good.
do something wild.
Ooh,
Nice.
some crazy.
Yeah.
Young, wild, and free.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, what type of wild? Not
I don't know. I'll
like
figure it out.
mess around with weapponry type of wild.
Oh, I mean, that's chance. I can
Yeah,
do
maybe
that.
like rooftop breakdancing or something.
Ooh, nah. Rooftop breakdance with guns strapped to my body.
Yeah. That way-
Whoa.
What?
yeah.
That.
What?
You
that would
you've
be
never done that?
uncool.
Yes, I'm doing it, Matt.
Matt, why are you upset?
I'm gone 4 weeks, and you guys are forgetting the cardinal rule of the podcast, the one that we always talk about.
What is
No,
it?
I didn't see any birds.
If you're gonna break dance, fuck off. And if I need a gun, I don't want to be there.
Nah.